Welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Coach Undress, and thank you ladies for tuning in. Today we're going to talk about a very interesting topic. It's quite serious. We're not going to be dramatic about it because that's how I coach, that's how I work. I respect the situation you're in, I respect your feelings, and I respect your time. But do we have to be dramatic? No. It can be fun, entertaining, informative, playful, positive, because love is supposed to be fun. We don't have to be dramatic about the approach of it because we don't want the relationship to be dramatic. There's enough drama in the world of what's going on. And that's how I work. I respect how serious it is, but we have to have some level of playfulness to it, some level of lightfulness to it, some level of possibility. So let's get out of that cloud. Let's get out of this funk. Let's see our potential. Like I always tell my clients, and I want to tell you, you're more than a girlfriend, right? You capitalize on your opportunities, you maximize your potentials, you take accountability, you take responsibility, and you better yourself with self-love and self-care. And that's the best way to attract the right man. Anything less than that, not healthy, not worth it. I'm not here to help you manipulate and play games to chase boys. There's plenty of boys out there disguised as men. I want you to find the right man for you who knows what he wants, who's emotionally stable, who's emotionally available, who's emotionally mature. You want to project who you are first to attract what you want. All right? Mirror theory. So, that being said, before we get started on this topic, I really appreciate your subscription because I want to make sure you're notified for future videos. I really feel very blessed and grateful for this opportunity to have this community to help you all out because I've been helped. I've been coached. So I just want to pay it forward. Let's begin. Today's topic is he doesn't want a relationship. These are 4 tools, not rules. He doesn't want a relationship. Okay. Number 1, tools, not a rule. He doesn't want a relationship, so this is what you should do. Believe him. Just believe him. Don't try to convince him. Don't try to date on potential. Don't try to convince yourself. Believe him. Just believe him. He's telling you. There's been so many scenarios in the women I coach where they don't want to believe it. They understand and value the connection that they felt, which I don't disrespect at all, is stronger than what his words and actions are. And it's unfortunate because that connection is there. But if he's not prioritizing you, prioritizing the relationship, he's literally telling you he's not ready for a relationship. So he's going to find it in some way to tell you that. If he's expressing those words that he's not ready for it, or he's not emotionally available, or doesn't have the time, believe him. Otherwise, you're only going to hurt yourself. You're going to try to play catch up to his way of dating. You're basically going to be leftovers in his whatever time he has left for you. And you're more than that. So believe him. Do not try to convince him on anything. I know it's unfortunate, but thank God you found that out now before down the road. All right? I want you to be more in tune with this. Be more aware of red flags. Be more aware if he's telling you something you don't like. And that has everything to do with being more present. Believe him when he tells you that. Number 2, he doesn't want a relationship, so do this. Give him time if he's worth it. Give him time if you think there's something there. Give him time if you guys have established a connection outside just physical. I always say the emotional aspect, the emotional drive should be from him. The sexual drive be from you. Obviously, the men want to rush to the sexual drive, and you don't allow it. You have to make sure he puts in the work for that. So if there is some level of connection where there's emotional connection, mental connection, spiritual connection, and maybe later sex, and he still doesn't want a relationship yet for good reasons, not necessarily against you or against prioritizing you, but other obligations, other scenarios, family, kids, work. There's a lot of scenarios. I respect them all. Give him time. It creates depth. Let him go figure it out his own answers. Don't try to convince him. Don't try to force him. Don't rush him to get that if you see he's worth it. If he's prioritizing at least the communication to you to keep you informed about what he's doing. It's one thing if he doesn't have time to be in a relationship and leaves you alone and basically doesn't talk to you anymore and does his own thing, then don't even take him serious. But if he's trying to find his way out of a funk, like I have a client where a guy and her are really in love with each other, but he's not where he needs to be financially because he got let go. So he's been communicating with her this whole time I'm so sorry. I'm not going to be able to have as much time as I did before because I had to get a second job I had to go find a first job, first of all, but I had to get a second complimentary job that I'm not flattered to do, 48-year-old serving tables on the weekends, but I need to do it. And she's heartbroken that they're not spending time together. But I was like, he's telling you like he's completely emasculated right now, completely embarrassed by getting let go. He finds another job real quick and then realizes he needs to make up for that for the time that he was off and gets a second job. And he's keeping you in touch with it the whole time. He has nowhere to go. I was like, who is he cheating on? He can't afford it. So I joke, but I kid, but I got to bring some light to it. I was like, he's telling you what he's doing. He's looking at, he's trying to get his life back together. You got to respect and admire that. So when you give him time, you're giving him time to figure out his own answers to see where he's at with that. And the more he figures out for himself, the more he knows what he can provide and give you. Us men are very old school ways of like, until we're at 100% there, which is never the truth. Until we're 100% ready, we can't give you everything. And that's never the truth. That's what we think it is, but it's not reality. It's not realistic. Because there is no 100% there. There just isn't. But I'm guilty of this. I'm stubborn enough until I have all this, I can't give you all that. No, there is not that. It's about how do you share that? How do you compromise? How do you cooperate? How do you communicate the plan, the intention, the goal? So if he's not giving you a relationship and he's worth it, give him time so he can figure out the answers on his own as well and as long he's keeping you informed about what's going on. Number 3 is a scenario where it's obviously he's not keeping you informed. He's not giving you a relationship. He's kind of just not ready to give you a relationship. Then you have to be ready to move forward. I know it's hard. And I say this to my clients and I say this to you. Whatever I coach, whatever I say is not easy. It's hard. And I respect that. But I always say to my clients and I say to you got 2 options of, hard situations. Doing what you're doing and not getting the results you want, or trying something new, which is also hard too. But if you want different results, it requires different actions. So if you choose to finally healthily move forward, not necessarily close the door, but move forward in your life, finding things that keep you happy, things that keep you productive and positive, that's only going to increase your value and attraction. And he's also, ironically, going to feel a threat of losing you. You're not desperate. You have options. You women can get a man a lot quicker than us men can get a woman. So don't ever lose that. You guys have the value. You guys are the prize. So when you realize you can put your healthy mind to a point of saying, I'm ready to think about moving forward, but I'm going to continue bettering myself, he's going to feel that urgency. He's going to sense that. He's going to feel it. If not, he's going to see it on social media. So he's looking at your stories, ladies. He's looking at your stories. But I'm saying is in a healthy way of you basically always increasing your attraction and your value by being productive and being positive about it. He creates an urgency on him. He feels that threat, and usually if they feel that threat, they step up. And if he doesn't step up, then he wasn't the man for you in the right place. Number 4, he doesn't want a relationship, so do this. It's a quote I heard the other day, and it's been stuck with me ever since, and I tell all my clients now. Don't be afraid to lose the man who's not giving you what you want. Let me repeat myself. Do not be afraid to lose the man who's not giving you what you want. He's not giving me respect. I want more of that. He's not giving me attention. I want more of that. He's not prioritizing me. What's the matter with you? People, why do you want someone who's not giving you what you want? If he's not giving you what you want, prioritize your goals. Prioritize your goals. Prioritize what you want. Reprioritize what's important to you. And stop forcing the situation. He's showing you right now who he is. I think I'm an optimistic. He can be that, but don't be compromising, selling yourself and trying to convince him on some other situation that you think that he needs to chase you when he's not focusing on you. If he's not giving you the relationship, prioritize what's important to you and create your world, create your value, create your goals. That's the best way to show that you don't need him. You want him. And that's a whole different level. He's going to see that. He's going to sense that. He's going to feel that aura of you moving forward and knowing that his loss. So when you focus more about what's important to you, I know it feels like you're saying, I know it's hard. And I always tell my clients, you're not necessarily saying no to the situation or the relationship. You're saying more yes to you. You're saying yes to more of your potential. You're saying yes to what's more important for you. And prioritize that. If he doesn't fight for the relationship in any of these formats, he's not the one. All right? So these are tools, not rules. Thank you for watching this video. Again, if you have any questions or interested in any coaching sessions, check out coachingwithundress.com. I'm always here to help. See you soon.